even today, neuroscientists, they say we don't only think with our brains, we think with our whole body. Like your whole nervous system is not centered only in your brain. It's actually spread throughout your body. It runs through your body. So your thinking is actually very based in your physical body as well as your brain. So that's what we could call in English surface thinking or surface operating. And then there's a deeper level. There's a deeper level that the scholars call al-fikr al-kabir. Al-fikr al-kabir is some sort of a very inner experience. It's very deep, it's very profound. And an easier way to relate to that is when you have a spiritual experience. Like let's say in Ramadan, you're praying behind the Imam, like very beautiful recitation, you're having a wonderful time. The Imam is reciting a verse that you heard so many times in your life, but just this day or that night, it hits home. It wakes you up. You are completely in tears, you are emotional, you're taken by that, and you start, it's like new horizons open up within you. You start to have feelings you never had before, you have experiences you never had before, you have thoughts, and you just say to yourself, I just want to be in this state for the rest of my life. I want to fix my ways, I want to do everything. So that's a sign that you have actually gone deeper and you're dealing with that deeper state of being. And by the way, when people these days, they do meditation, they try to go deeper. Well, interestingly, when we Muslims pray, we are supposed to go even deeper than that. And that's really what khushu' is. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala addresses the believers and He says in the Quran, He says, أَلَمْ يَأْنِ لِلَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَن تَخْشَعَ قُلُوبُهُمْ لِذِكْرِ اللَّهِ وَمَا نَزَلَ مِنَ الْحَقِّ. Hasn't the time come yet for the believers that their hearts really receive the Quran or listen or deal with the Quran in a state of khushu'? Basically, you don't just process it like, okay, the Quran says, I have to do this, I have to do that. Or the Quran says, in this case, that's what you do. Or that's what happened with Prophet Musa alayhi salam. That's basically you're working at the surface level, which is al-fikr al-saghir. But you're not taking the Quran in. You're supposed to take the Quran to heart, so it really starts affecting you and shaping your life. You're supposed to take it to al-fikr al-kabir, which is the deeper thought, deep inside, where it changes and it starts molding the whole state of being. And by the way, the Prophet ﷺ told us warned us against taking the Quran at a surface level. And he did that indirectly when he described the Khawarij. The Prophet ﷺ says about the Khawarij, among the descriptions, he says, يَقْرَؤُونَ الْقُرْآنَ لَا يُجَاوِزُ تَرَاقِيَهُم. They recite the Quran and it doesn't go beyond their collarbones. This bone here doesn't go beyond the collarbone. So some of the scholars who commented on the hadith, they say, what does that mean? So one of the interpretations, and it's actually quite strong, is that they will recite the Quran with their tongues and they would obviously process it in their minds. They try to memorize it, understand it, analyze it, get some rulings out of it. Okay, but they said it doesn't reach their hearts. So it doesn't come from their mouth and their head. It doesn't go to the heart. So it stops here. And that's why the Khawarij took the Quran in a very mathematical way, but it was very